opponents got released for 2021. How do you think we'll do? Good question here. We can go ahead, and I think we got a graphic that'll show you the opponents that the Niners have, starting with, of course, the divisional games. We all know they're going to be playing Seattle, the LA Rams, and the Arizona Cardinals. All three of these teams are good, and so right off the bat, the Niners are going to have a very similar, brutal, divisional schedule. These 6 games, they play each of these teams twice. That's going to be tough. Then you look at their other opponents. You play some good teams. I mean, the Packers are really good. The Vikings are very, very good as well. For the Texans in there, maybe they have Watson, maybe they don't. The Colts, I think, are going to be good again next year. The Falcons are going to be better than what they were. The Falcons were a 4-win football team. These, of course, being the home opponents, are the ones you get at Levi Stadium. But it's not an easy schedule. I mean, straight up. The road opponents, I think, get a little bit easier. You get the Bears and some like the Lions and the Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans and the Eagles. But still, overall, it's not a cakewalk schedule like you would kind of want from a team that finishes last in their division. However, I still think if this team is healthy, that my prediction is going to be similar to what it was this offseason, 10-6. And I'll say this, listen, the Niners had stayed healthy all year long. I think this is a 10-win football team in 2020. Maybe 9 or 8 if like everything went badly, and that's with healthy players. But with healthy players, I feel good, 10-6. Though I'm sure we'll break this down a lot more as the season gets a lot closer. But right now, based on just an early glance, it's a good question. I'm glad you asked there, Peter. I think 10-6 is overall could be my record prediction for the 49ers. If I had to guess right now, maybe better, maybe worse, but 10-6 is probably right where I would go in terms of the over-under area for the 49ers. Let's hear from you guys, though. Give me your prediction for the 49ers 2021 record. It's early, right? I mean, I think we gotta wait so long for the 49ers to go to play football again, but I want your guys' record prediction right now down below in the comments section. They're not going to go 16-0. Goodness gracious. 12-4. I mean, that's a good season. Jeez. 11-6. 6 more likely. 11-5. Yeah, 16. They're not going 16-0. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. 12-4, 11-5. I mean, I think we're getting to double digits. It's got to be double digits. 9-7. There you go. More conservative one. 0-16. There's no way. Come on. There's no way. 16. 11-5. 11-5. 12-4. 14-2 if we got Zach Wilson. No, I feel very highly about Zach Wilson right there. 13-3, 10-6, 8-8. Okay, there you go. All right. I mean, listen, I say 10. I say 10 overall. I do like the comments though. I'm seeing a bunch of them right there in terms of 13-3, lose the Seattle Packers and Cardinals. Okay, right on. All right, let's go ahead and get to our next question here. AK says, going after the aging Phillip Rivers. No. I think Phillip retires, honestly. I mean, I think the Colts are going to get bounced this weekend against they play Tennessee. I forget who the Colts. I think it's Tennessee. Either way, I think the Colts get bounced and the Colts want to get younger. I think they might trade for Carson Wentz, put Frank Reich and Wentz together. I would not want Phillip Rivers. No, I think Garoppolo's a much better quarterback than Phillip Rivers. No, I mean, I get it, but no, not at all. Joseph says trade for Sam Darnold. I guess the ceiling for Darnold is high. I'd rather have Garoppolo, though. He knows the system. I mean, you move Darnold over to the Kyle Shanahan system. We said earlier, it's hard to learn. It took Garoppolo a couple years to learn it. I'm going to go a no on trading for Sam Darnold. It wouldn't be the end of the world. I wouldn't hate it, but yeah, I'm a little bit iffy on the trading for Sam Darnold a bit. Sam Johnson says, what do you think about replacing Juice with Warner? He's way cheaper and was a major blocking tight end in college. I heard he's supposed to be a lot more athletic than he appears. Yeah, we need to see more from Charlie Warner. I think a full offseason in the 49ers system will help him out a little bit. I don't know about replacing Juice with him, but he was a major, I mean, like you said, a big-time blocking tight end in college, and I think it can be better than that. He just needs more reps and more offseason. I think having a full offseason, unlike the COVID, no mini camp OTA season we had this year, can improve it a lot overall. Okay, I'm curious. Are you guys subscribed to the channel? Are you one of our 31,000 49er faithful fans out there? If you are sub, type me down below in the comments section right now. I want to see it. I mean, I assume you guys are. All a couple hundred of you guys watching right now, type NE down below. There you go. Yep, Young Money is sub. Ryan is sub. I figured you guys got to sub, right? Let's see some other ones here. Let's see. Grind's Corpse, Ryan McDonald, Adrian, Kalia Garcia, Hero Austin. Okay, good. Yeah, type me down below. Make sure you guys are sub. If you're not sub, subscribe, and then type me. That would be follow the rules get there on the screen right now. Yeah, a lot of people are. Okay, good. Khalid, Lions suck. Good. Joseph, Khalid, Jason, David, Landon. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, I mean, tell you, it's free matter content on the channel. Give you a subscribe, and then you get all the videos that we post here. It's all free. It's all great. So make sure you guys are subscribed and hit that off-season notification bell at the same time. Okay, Jay says, Niners draft Mac Jones. Mac Jones is going to be an interesting draft prospect. I think he's rocketing up draft boards. If he balls out in the national championship game, there might be something to him being a first-round draft pick. This could be a scenario that was asked earlier where you want to, draft somebody the second or third round and then go ahead and let him sit behind Jimmy Garoppolo and then put him in there. Jones can be a candidate for that. I just think he's going to move into the first round, and they won't take him at 12 because it's too high. And so maybe you take him if he falls later in the second round. I wouldn't be against it. I think Jones has been very good. I think Jones has been very, very good, and I'm a big fan of what we have seen from him, especially in that first semifinal playoff game. I think he's going to play well against Ohio State as well on Monday. Hero Austin says the 49ers re-signed Kendrick Bourne. No, I'm going to go with a no. I mean, listen, I think Bourne has – I think he's shown his worth. I don't think he's been awful. I think I like to see more Richie James Jr., and he was, sparked in a couple of those games later on in the season. I think they can let Kendrick Bourne walk. I think he'll go sign somewhere else and still be a good third wide receiver option. I think that they're going to hope that Jalen Hurd comes back healthy and he's inserted as the third option there at the wide receiver position. But I'm not high or needing to see a Kendrick Bourne re-signed in San Francisco. John Zach says cut Ford, re-sign Hyder. I think they should. They will probably let go of Dee Ford this offseason. That's fully expected. And Kerry Hyder, talk about earning your contract, 7.5 sacks, the highest sack guy on the 49ers. I mean, I think he's got to be re-signed. Maybe he's the pass rusher of the future opposite of Nick Bosa. And so yeah, I'm all for that. 100%, John. I think you're on top of it right now. Niners All Day 55 says, what would you give up for Zach Wilson? I'd give it all. That's how much I love the kid. He would fit our scheme so well. And with Kyler coaching, he's going to be unstoppable. Listen, I like Zach Wilson. He mentioned in a news and rumor video earlier that Zach Wilson likes San Francisco. I think the question is, does BYU system transition to the National Football League? But anytime you throw 43 touchdowns, as Zach Wilson did his junior year at BYU this past season, then, yeah, you got to consider him. And I'm interested, but I don't know if he's going to be there at number 12. I mean, you got to trade up. And with your question saying how much would you give up, if you want to move up in this draft, you got to probably give, another first round, a future first rounder for this quarterback. And that's a lot. It's a lot to go ahead and give up. So, I got to see more on Zach Wilson. I think he's a great potential prospect, potential player, but I'm not sure exactly if I would be all in on Zach Wilson. A couple more questions here. As Joseph says, would you rather trade 3 1s for Watson or Trevor Lawrence? And why should we pick up? Okay, really. 3 1s is too much. I wouldn't give up 3 1s. I really wouldn't. I would rather have Watson over Trevor Lawrence just because he's an established player. But, Lawrence is going to be great as well. But I don't think anyone trades out of number 1. And I think Watson's a lot easier of an option to go ahead and trade for if you had to pick between one or the other. Ask you guys this. Who's a more important free agent? This is a question posed earlier. Trent Williams or Richard Sherman? Type TW down below for Trent Williams. Type RS down below for Richard Sherman. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I think it's Trent Williams. 100%. It's got to be Trent Williams. But I'm curious what you guys think about this one. Jacob says Trent Williams. Joseph says Trent Williams as well. Yeah, he's just younger. Left tackle is important, and I think they get a cornerback in the draft. I love you, Richard. If you're watching, Sherman, you're the man. But, priorities first overall. I would say overall Trent Williams is probably a little bit more important than Richard Sherman. Okay. The Grind Corp says, what would you do to improve the abysmal O-line this offseason? I don't know if I do much. I think they can be better. Were banged up a little bit. And I think that they just need a full offseason to go ahead and mesh and gel together. Maybe add somebody later on in the draft, but drafting somebody early to me is a little risky. And I'm just not on board with it overall. I'm really not on board. And I just don't see a lot of solutions going ahead and fixing the O-line that does not involve drafting him high, and drafting him high is going to cost a lot. Kush says, did Jimmy Garoppolo trade value? Not a lot. I don't think it's high. You could, and the contract is built to where you could trade him and not, eat a lot of dead cap money. But I think if they get rid of Garoppolo, it's through cutting him. I don't think there's any team out there that would be crazy about trading for Jimmy Garoppolo. And so with that being said, I think the trade value is not that high. Second or third round best. 49er Faithful says, 49ers wide receiver depth chart going to look like in 2021. I'll give you the first 3. It's going to be Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and hopefully Jalen Hurd. That's the hope right there. And the question will be, will Jalen Hurd be healthy and ready to go? And, I'm not sure. I expect him to be. And then, the question is, can he stay healthy during training camp? And unable to do that over the past couple of years. And so I think it'll be obviously Deebo and Ayuk 1-2. And then the hope is then you'll go ahead and get to Jalen Hurd there at number 3.